Hello friends, we'll today discuss about the rest portion of thermal engineering 2 subject, and the topic here is heat transfer. So we have already discussed the conduction and convection, the first part of the heat transfer chapter. Now today we'll discuss about the second part, that is radiation heat transfer. So the contents to be covered here is the radiation, and mainly it consists of introduction, then Stefan Boltzmann's law, and then black body radiation, and then Kirchhoff's law. In between there is another fundamentals, that is absorptivity, reflectivity and transmissivity. So we'll cover all this introduction, first introduction, then Stefan Boltzmann's law, and then black body radiation, and then Kirchhoff's law. So what is radiation? So here in the picture you are observing it is thermal energy radiates through space from the sun, and you all know sun is a very heavy source of energy, and we all get energy from the sun. So it is a vast reservoir of energy. You can say it is the radiant energy, and we actually all the all the living things and non-living things get this radiant energy from the sun. And you see here the energy has been shown in the waveform, and this energy is radiated, or you can say energy is emitted by the matter, any matter. The matter may be sun or any matter. So energy is emitted from a matter in the form of electromagnetic waves, and that's why that has been shown like this in the waveform. So electromagnetic forms due to what? Due to some change in electronic configuration of your atoms or molecules. So some changes takes place in the electronic configuration of the molecules or atoms, and due to that the energy is radiated or energy is emitted. And you see here, this is one of the major source of thermal energy, that is sun, and this energy emission depends on temperature of the surface, which we will study later on. And here it is thermal energy radiates through air from a fire. So all physical objects are also a source of heat. Our body, human body, is also a source of heat, and we can say it is a homo-exothermic machine, and it radiates heat at the rate of 100 kilocalorie per hour, and this radiation heat is taken into account while designing the air conditioner. What should be the heating load from our body? That's why human body is a source of heat. Similarly, all these tables, bench, everything we see here, or see wherever we see, those are all source of energy. And our body also, when the surrounding temperature is less than our body temperature, that is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, then gradually our body is radiating heat to the atmosphere. Similarly, even ice at minus 5 degrees Celsius is also a very good reservoir of heat, and if that will be kept in an environment which is less than that minus 5 degrees Celsius, that means say minus 20 or minus 30, again there will be heat transfer from that ice at minus 5 degree Celsius to lesser temperature. That means minus 10 or minus 12 or minus 20, like that. Okay. So, and unlike convection and conduction, this radiation or radiation heat transfer takes place through vacuum also. This radiation can pass through the atmosphere as well as the vacuum. So the difference between conduction, convection and radiation: in the conduction it needs mostly solid medium, and in convection it needs two things, that means the liquid as well as the gas. But here it mostly takes place in vacuum as well as in the gaseous environment. And this is the fastest. This heat radiation or radiation heat transfer is the fastest of these three modes of heat transfer. And the slowest is the conduction, and then it is more in case of convection, because in convection your molecular movement is there, and in conduction simply the molecules vibrate or the particles vibrate about its mean position. That's why maximum or the quick heat transfer takes place in the radiation. Okay, next we will go to the Stefan-Boltzmann's law. Like your conduction and convection, we are to find out what will be the rate of heat transfer from a particular source to another sink. Sink is also a reservoir of heat, but this is at a less temperature than that of the so-called source. So similarly, here there will be a source. And from that the heat will be radiated. So this Stefan-Boltzmann's law states us that the rate of heat transfer is proportional to the area of the object and fourth power of temperature, absolute temperature or Kelvin temperature. That means the rate of heat transfer Q is proportional to A, and then capital T for Kelvin temperature or absolute temperature. So if we will combine these two, then Q is proportional to A into T to the power 4. And if we will equate it the left side to right side, then we have to multiply with a constant of proportionality on the right side. That's why Q is equal to constant of proportionality, that is sigma is the constant of proportionality, then A into T to the power 4. So this sigma is called Stefan-Boltzmann's constant. Stefan-Boltzmann's constant, and its value is your 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 W per meter square or T to the power 4. So this is your Stefan-Boltzmann's constant. So from this formula we can find out how much energy is radiated from sun. If we take the projected area of the sun from its diameter, if the diameter will be d, then pi by 4 d square, it is the your projected area, it is a circle, and we can find out A, and then surface temperature, it is more or less that has been shown, that has been found out. Average temperature of the surface of the sun is 6400 degree Celsius, and we will apply this Stefan-Boltzmann's constant, then we will get the how much heat radiation is coming to to everywhere. Okay. So, and here it is in the differential form, that is dq by dt, that is it is proportional to a to the power 4, or dq by dt is equal to E into sigma into a T4. So what is E? What is E? So E normally it is taken as epsilon. It is E, or E, it is emissivity. Emissivity. Then what is emissivity? So that will come under your black body radiation. Okay. Next we'll switch over to black body radiation. Now, as you know, there is nothing perfect in this world. Similarly, although we will discuss about the black body, but no perfect black body is there in our earth. So, your lamp black, you know, lamp black. Lamp black is nearly about 96%. This lamp black is having 96% blackness. So black body radiation is that radiation. That means if the emitted rays will fall on black body, then it will observe all the radiations. So from there comes absorptivity. So as normally the surfaces are not pure black, it may be gray body or maybe white body or any say transparent glass or opaque glass. That's why the emission of energy from the actual body will be definitely less than that of black body. So black body will absorb maximum amount of radiation coming from a source. And now this picture shows incent radiation observed by black body, and this is the speciality of black body. It emits radiation same as that of it absorbs. That's why your absorptivity is same as that of our emission. That's why this E so this epsilon or E, which is called emissivity of the surface of any body or practical body. So that will be, it is emissive power of the actual body divided by emissive power of the black body. So it is normally expressed in a fraction. Its range varies from range of epsilon varies from 0 to 1. And for black body radiation, this emissivity will be equal to 1. So here if we will put value of epsilon, that is emissivity, as 1, if E is equal to 1, then black body radiation Q B will be equal to sigma into A into T to the power 4. So this is the only formula which can be used for solving very small or very simple problems. So a black body is a perfect observer of radiation, able to observe completely radiation of any wavelength that falls, because sun emits radiation in various wavelengths. So, and this emission depends on temperature. Emission temperature. If the temperature will be high, then definitely your emission of energy, radiant energy, will also be high. So a black body not only observes all wavelengths of radiation falling on it, but also radiates all. So it will observe and then it will radiate. So for black body this is same. This is same, because we will see, because a perfect black body will only observe, it will not reflect or not transmit. That's why it will emit all the radiations that is observed from any source. So here is a slab or any material. So this is your incident radiation. It might be coming from any source of heat. So, and it gets divided into 3 different directions. Some of the radiation, a portion of the incident radiation will be reflected, and some will be observed by the body, and rest will be transmitted through this object to outside. So if the total incident radiation, suppose is Q, total incident radiation falling on an object is Q, then some portion of heat will be observed. That means let it be QA, observe, A suffix for absorption. Then few portion will be reflected, that means R for reflection, and then rest it will be transmitted. So now this is the mathematical expression, because it is divided into 3 parts, that is some part gets observed and some gets reflected, and then rest of the portion gets transmitted. So now if we will divide this left side as well as the right side by, say, let's say this is QI, then so this QI by QI, that will be 1, and this QA, that means the ratio of the portion of the heat that is observed divided by the total incident radiation, it is normally written as alpha, and then QR by QI, that is the reflection, it is mentioned by, it is rho, this is rho, and the portion of the heat which gets transmitted through the object, that is called tau, TAU. So this alpha, this is called absorptivity, and rho is called reflectivity. reflectivity, and tau, this is called transmissivity. Transmissivity. So sum of the reflectivity, absorptivity, and the transmissivity is 1. Now how can you define? Simply as alpha is equal to QA by QI. That means this is the ratio of the part of the incident radiation that is absorbed by the body to the total incident radiation. Similarly, here is the ratio, that means the reflectivity. This is the ratio of the part of the incident radiation that is reflected from the surface to the total incident radiation. Similarly, this transmissivity. So this is the ratio of the part of the incident radiation that is transmitted from the object to the total incident radiation. So this is all about this your absorptivity, reflectivity, and the transmissivity. Here in your syllabus, this Kirchhoff's law is there, simply the definition, and this Kirchhoff's law is related to the emissive power. So the emissivity power of any surface is less than that of emissivity power of black body. That's why if E is the emissivity and this is E, it is the black body, then this by this it will be equal to alpha. That means absorptivity. So your emissive power of a surface is same as that of the absorptivity of the surface. So this is the simple definition of Kirchhoff's law. So it is simply just that your absorptivity is same as that of your the emissive power. So this is all about your chapter, that is heat transfer. So basically there are, you have to remember 3 formulae. For conduction, it is Q is equal to K conductivity A into dt by dx. This is for conduction. And for convection, it is H A into dt. And for Stefan-Boltzmann constant Q is equal to your emissivity into sigma Stefan-Boltzmann constant, and then your A into dt. So this chapter is a very easy chapter because you have to remember what is some definitions and what these 3 formulas you have to remember for working out problems in the exam. Thank you.
झीटीए तो माटी आम सामाजिक और पारिवारिक जीवनर मूल कथाटी से माने आगकू गले आगकू जीव संसार आम झील मैंने आ पुओंकठू पछरे नाहांती एबे तो बदली गलानी समय बदली गलानी जुग से झील माननकू आहुरी आगकू नहीं आत्मनिर्भरशील और स्वावलंबी करने ओडिशा सरकार सुदक्षा योजन सरकारी आईटीआई माध्यम संपूर्ण मागणार जोगई देउछंती सबु प्रकार उत्कृष्ट मानर वैषयिक ज्ञान कौशलर तालीम। एबे आम झील रहिबे सबुठू आगरे सबुठू उपरे।
मु सफल मु कुशली मु सुदक्षा।